all for this. We're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights.
For Dog Pound Incorporated, the biggest win, his first win. Gutierrez wins the Indianapolis 250.
We celebrate with the city tonight. Hear the hometown cheer, it's the ultimate high.
And your 2023 Haas IndyCar Series champion is Luna Lona in the 00.
After a wild race last week at the Homestead Miami Speedway to open up the season, we arrive here in Fontana, California. We're here at the Auto Club Speedway for arguably one of the biggest races of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Haas IndyCar Series season for the running of the California 100 here at the Auto Club Speedway. What's going on, everybody? Caleb here, and welcome to the California 100 here at the Auto Club Speedway. The Auto Club Speedway might be being torn down as we speak in real life, but we're still going to race here at the superior version here in NR2003. It's produced some great racing in the past, both in real life and in NR, both in the NASCAR scene and the IndyCar scene when it did run here. We're not going to let that go away. We are going to keep racing here just because of how good this track is. Got 50 laps here tonight at the Auto Club Speedway. Got a series of pit stops coming up, and I'm sure we are in for a good one here tonight. Joining me up in the booth, though, we have owner of NS Racing here in this series, Nathan Stapleton. Welcome up here. We've also got owner of Titan Fury Racing over in the Wawa Cup Series, Igor Barreto. Thank you both for joining me here today. I'll start with Nathan, because you're a team owner here in the Haas IndyCar Series. You've got Aaron Abel and Jay Knapp, definitely two very good drivers, both starting pretty much towards the front here. Aaron Abel, starting pretty much towards the front for Abel would be an understatement. He's starting on pole, and Jay Knapp starting a little ways back, but still up in 8th. What do you think your drivers are going to have to do to put themselves in a position to win here at Auto Club?
Well, the easy scenario would be just staying up front, but that's easier said than done here at Auto Club Speedway. And I have to see how these Indy cars can do. Full speed in a massive pack, unlike Homestead, it is only a mile and a half. This is a 2-mile D-shaped wide oval. A lot of space to go all over the place, and have to see how those NS Racing boys can do. Of course, not a great week on at Homestead last week, but still off good with both cars inside the top 10, and have to see what they can do. But it's a wild one, as always, here at Auto Club, and looking forward to what we see here tonight.
Definitely going to be interesting to see what happens. Auto Club is a big track, it's a wide track, definitely a lot of room to make moves, and it's going to be interesting to see how this race progresses. And I'll go to you, Igor. I don't have a team here in the IndyCar Series, but of course you own Titan Fury Racing over in the Wawa Cup Series, and these IndyCars are definitely a lot different than the stock cars that we're used to over in the Cup Series, but what do you think we can expect here tonight with all these drivers? You've got some drivers that are probably used to driving this track in stock cars. This is a completely different car, more grip. It's going to be interesting to see what these drivers do. What do you think is going to happen here tonight?
Well, I'm a prior driver in the series, so I drove these cars a little bit. I know a little bit how this race goes. So it's mostly about the draft. This track is very dependent on it. Almost looks sometimes like a packed racing track. So it's mostly trying to stay up front, stay in the inside lane to maintain track position as much as possible and avoid the wrecks when it happens, because they can kill your race instantly. So it's just mostly getting up to the front, staying there, and avoiding any trouble it could happen.
Definitely. Auto Club is definitely, where it's so big and wide, it's definitely very draft dependent, and it could potentially cause for some chaos that these drivers will need to find a way to maneuver around. But it's a long race, though. We got 50 laps, and I'm sure this can be anyone's race here tonight. But we'll get these guys rolling off here at the Auto Club Speedway. And starting on the pole, it's going to be the number 97 of Aaron Abel, starting alongside the 00 of Christian Vargas. Row number 2, see, we have the 73 of Chris Reynolds, starting alongside the 25. That is Landon Smith Jr. Row number 3, we find the 81 of Zachary Fitzwater, starting alongside the 38 of Logan Williams. Row 4, we have the number 23 of John Stewart, starting alongside the 98 of Jay Knapp. Rounding out your top 10, we have the number 13 of Max Anderson, starting alongside the 88 of Nicholas Sanadio. But Nathan, I'll ask you, and then Igor, who do you all think is going to be the one to get the victory here tonight in the California 100?
Well, of course, with my college fans, I would like them to win, but I think it's not going to be them. I'm going to go with the number 27 of Ace Garcia getting the job done here tonight. See if that car can do something a little bit deeper in the field, but I think this place could be good for that 27.
Oh, I'm going for someone who started more up front. I'm going for Mr. Edge, Nicholas Samario. It's pretty quick in every car he races, so I think he'll be able to get the job done tonight here in Auto Club.
Definitely some good picks there. Samadio and Garcia, very experienced drivers on the channel. Just have to see how things go. But Aaron Abel and Christian Vargas are going to lead the field to the green flag. We're racing here in the California 100 at the Auto Club Speedway. Coming off of turn number 4 to complete lap 1, Aaron Abel is going to be the one holding on to the top spot. Christian Vargas is going to slot into second. Chris Reynolds is going to slot into third as well, but field is already starting to spread out here at Auto Club. Got a little bit of 3 wide here. Dylan Matthews trying to muscle his way to the front on the inside. Starting to see a couple guys started on the outside, dropping back a little bit. Nicholas Samadio, Logan Williams stuck up on the outside there. But early on, we're starting to see some of these guys on the inside as it's an NR staple. We've missed a pass for the race lead. Christian Vargas in the 00 now up front, but he's got Chris Reynolds right now looking to his inside as they come to lap number 3.
73. Chris Reynolds to the race lead. Watch out, here comes the 23. John Stewart got a good one last week at Homestead up there in the points early on. He's going to get to the inside, and this is Auto Club Speedway with these IndyCars. A lot of passing here. Always seeing a lot of passing for the race lead early on. Starting to see a little bit of a multi-car breakaway though. As Aaron Abel's the last one of that pack, and have to see what the rest of the field can do to try to catch up with the lead 7 or 8 cars.
Definitely starting to see the field spread out a little bit because while these cars have a lot of grip, Auto Club is still a relatively slippery track, and you can still see some of these guys, like right here, Angel Gutierrez and John Andrews washing up a little bit, and that's where a lot of the passing in this race is going to come from. It's kind of easy to miss the bottom of the racetrack. Saw there, John Andrews and Brendan Wilmington almost against each other as they both slid up the racetrack. But now to the race lead, we've got the number 13, Max Anderson. He's got Braden Perez and Dylan Matthews right behind him, both the Appalachia Porsche cars. It's not rigged, I promise. Well, Max Anderson's going to slip up in turn number 2, and here comes Braden Perez with help from his teammate to the inside.
Yeah, great move by Brian Perez there. And like you said, Caleb, it's really hard to stay in the inside lane. It's really easy to overdrive in those corners. So you got to really watch out as well. Now Dylan Matthews takes the lead and here in lap number 5 already. So like we expected, there's a lot of shuffling through the field, but we're going to see a whole lot more as we go throughout this race.
Definitely. Dylan Matthews took the race lead there. She's looking for a good run here today. Here comes Audra Baraneskis, though, in the number 33. See, there's your pole sitter trying to cycle his way back to the front, Aaron Abel. But, yeah, really starting to see now the field just spreading out a little bit. Got a car about every couple tenths or so. You got some side by side. And yeah, with this track being so slippery, it's a little difficult to maintain side by side. Oh boy. I think that was a 41. Angel Oliveira checked up a lot there. Almost got into the 95 of Richard Kinghart. But although everyone's spread out, we should see a lot of passing here tonight. But for the race lead, Braden Perez sends it under the inside of Dylan Matthews. And Perez is going to take the race lead. I'm sure Perez would definitely like to have a good run here tonight. Of course, I'd say this would probably be his home track, either here or Riverside. So I'm sure the crowd's definitely ecstatic to see this out of their hometown guy.
Yeah, without doubt, definitely amazing if Perez can hang on and get that hometown victory. But the double zero of Vargas, a lot of experience in that machine up to second, trying to stop that from happening. But how about that BWT pink machine up to second now, and Vargas is going to lose not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, maybe 5 spots here. Now, I mean, not that you want to be obviously here at Auto Club Speedway.
Definitely not. And you can see just up here, everyone's kind of washing up towards the top, and that's really going to allow these guys on the inside to take advantage. Like right here, Zachary Fitzwater in that 81 to the inside of both the 33 and now the 97 of Aaron Abel. Here comes the 73 Chris Reynolds trying to peek to the inside of Fitzwater, but Fitzwater's able to hold his line pretty well. And further on back, there's a 75 Justin Zidell, looking for a better run this week after crashing out at Homestead. But Braden Perez still holding strong up front. But here comes Zachary Fitzwater in that 81.
Yeah, Fitzwater, the NR legend, wins pretty much everything he drives. Had a tough 2023, but just wants to rebound as soon as possible as he takes the lead. As we get through a fifth of the way through this race. And second place, I believe, is Chris Reynolds, the number 73. So great run by Reynolds as well. Dylan Matthews still maintaining a top 5 spot right now. So honestly, like I said prior to the race, just maintaining yourself up front, trying to maintain the inside line like Fitzwater and Reynolds just did, and just avoiding any trouble, and you have a pretty good shot to win this race. And that's exactly what these guys are doing. But now, the number 33? Or no? 20. Oh, caution.
Oh, caution's out on the racetrack. Oh, that's Angel Gutierrez.
Oh, no.
In the 49. Last year's Indianapolis 250 winner. And you can see the skid marks. Oh, we've had... Oh, no!
Ooh.
That's Luna Lona, I think. Brad Stover and Jay Knapp. Oh, man. Looks like we might have had 2 wrecks in the same lap.
Might have been the same crash even out of turn 4.
Could have been. But this is going to get interesting. It looks like all these guys are going to come down the pit lane. Fuel window here is about 25 to 28 laps. So they should not be able to make it from here. This will probably set up a relatively late green flag pit stop, though. This thing does stay green. It's going to be interesting to see how this will play out. But yeah, tough break for all these guys. Gutierrez, Stover, looks like. Yeah, Jay Knapp and Luna Lona have already taken their cars to the garage. And really tough break for those guys and gals. But got some pit stops going on here. Take a look and see how everything's going to cycle out. Watching leader as they came in. That's Zachary Fitzwater. And Fitzwater is out of the pit lane. Ooh, it's going to be close, but it looks like Fitzwater is going to hold on to the race lead. And good pit stops from a couple of these guys. How about Tanner Parton? He's going to come out in the top 5, actually. So great stop from that number 8. Avery Alford's going to be up here. Richard Kinghart. A couple of guys lost a few positions under that. John Stewart, Braden Perez. But, yeah, that's going to stack the field right back up here at the Auto Club Speedway. But we'll take a quick look at what brought us under our first caution of the night. And we'll get you all back to the racing action here in the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. Now the slippery slopes of the Auto Club Speedway is unfortunately going to claim its first 2 victims, as Brad Stover is going to slip up the racetrack. Angel Gutierrez in the 49 on the outside of the 99, and 99 is just going to get clipped right there into the outside wall, and that's going to send Brad Stover up on his lid. He's going to get a tap there from Bradley Bradshaw. See Gutierrez there riding the outside wall in that 49, and that is going to take Brad Stover out of this race. It's probably going to take Gutierrez out of contention. Might even take Bradshaw out of contention. Have to see how that damage will affect him. A really tough break for these two. And Luna Lona and Nicholas Samadillo just barely squeezing by on that inside lane.
Big battles of the Auto Club Speedway, and this sometimes just happens. Stover and Gutierrez clips it themselves and just sends both to the wall. Stover clearly out. Gutierrez impressively, even riding the wall, will be able to keep on going, but will be a letdown with a lot of damage. Last week winner Bradley Bradshaw as well will probably be out of contention. So yeah, tough wreck here at Auto Club. The first one of this race.
Definitely an unfortunate break for those two. However, caution wasn't just for these two, as we had a crash off of turn number 4. That's going to take a couple more cars out of the race. We'll go take a quick look at that, and then we'll get you all back to your racing action here at the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. Well, unfortunately, that wreck that just took out Angel Gutierrez and Brad Stover kind of caused a chain reaction. And off of turn number 4, Skylar Taylor and Jay Knapp are going to get together. And they're going to both go into the outside wall. Taylor gets a little bit of air there, and Jay Knapp is going to go around here. Unfortunately, it's not over with, as Jay Knapp tries to get the car slowed down. He's on the brakes, and unfortunately, he's going to slide right into the path of reigning champion Luna Lona. Hard hit for that number 16. You can see the front wing going flying from that 16. And really unfortunate break for everyone involved in this one. That's going to take Lona and Knapp out of the race, and probably going to set Skylar Taylor behind the 8 ball as we get this race back going. But we'll take one more quick look at full speed, and we'll get y'all back to the racing action here in the California 100.
Here we go, 3 and 4, chain reaction of the first incident. Taylor and Jay Knapp involved in this one, top 3 for my car right there of Jay Knapp, and it might be nowhere to go for to finish up on Luna Lona. Hard hit destroys the front end of both machines, and that's gonna end the night early for both Luna Lona and Jay Knapp.
Yeah, definitely a very unfortunate early exit for the these two especially. Especially considering it wasn't even the main wreck that caused the caution. It was just a chain reaction of the first incident. Got all these guys bunched up and resulted in that. But we'll be back green here shortly from the Auto Club Speedway. So let's get you all back to your live picture before we get back racing here at the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. Welcome back to the Auto Club Speedway, wrapping up our first caution of the evening, which is unfortunately going to take Jay Knapp, Brad Stover, and Luna Lona out of the California 100. We saw Angel Gutierrez involved in that. Still running, but probably won't be as competitive with that damage. So it'll be interesting to see how Angel Gutierrez will do after that. But coming back to the restart, your top 5 is going to be Zachary Fitzwater, Chris Reynolds, Dylan Matthews, John Andrews, and Tanner Parton is going to round out your top 5. But gonna go green here with 35 laps to go, I believe. And it's going to be Zachary Fitzwater leading the field back to green here at the Auto Club Speedway. And wasting absolutely no time, it's a 73. Chris Reynolds already looking down to the inside for that race lead. Here comes Dylan Matthews as well in the number 59. She's looking to the inside of Zachary Fitzwater here. John Andrews right behind Matthews. Avery Alford at the 20. How about that for that BO Racing team? There's that slide from Chris Reynolds and Dylan Matthews. She's going to take the race lead as they come back to the stripe here for lap number 17.
Oh boy, slides up the racetrack in 1 and 2. How about the 07? The 07 of John Andrews, not a guy that you want to mess with. He's going to take the race lead now in 1 and 2. Can Matthews get to the inside? She's going to try and we might have to battle the race lead again off turn number 4.
Crossover there by Dylan Matthews. Good stuff there from her. She's going to take the race lead back away. And she's still got her teammate right behind her. Got the 5 of Braden Perez. 33 of Ardra Baranowskis. 55, Noah Clifton. Haven't really seen him all race so far. He's now cracked into the top 5. Got some returning faces as well. Here goes Max Anderson in the 13. Logan Williams in the 38. Started up in the top 10. Finally back up here. And here comes your pick, Igor, the 88 of Nicholas Samadio. He's charging his way back through the field. And he's cracked back up into the top 10. Potentially looking to get up into the top 5 as well.
Yeah, we're just seeing great racing here at Auto Club. Guys moving up and down the field. And now Braden Perez on the lead, just trying to get away from everyone. But like I said early on, the draft is really tough. And maintaining the inside lane is also tough. Baranowski gets shoved up the track by Noah Clifton. And Clifton already looking to get the race lead here from Braden Perez. So yeah, just great racing overall, and honestly this is going to be an amazing race with overtakes for the lead for every single position, left, right, and center. And we just will know the winner as we cross the checker flag, because this race will be unbelievably amazing.
A good move there from 3 and 4 last time by Clifton, but Perez is going to get back down to the inside. Now Perez slid up big time. He checked up big time there. Didn't want to get into Clifton, and now Max Anderson to the race lead. How about the 24, Bruno Giacomo? Started on pole last week at Homestead, finished up on the podium position, and now he's looking to take the race lead away from Anderson. How about Troxel? Pretty sure he restarted all the way in the back. He's up into third. And I'm sure Troxel's got a chip on his shoulder after last week at Homestead lost the race in the final corner to Bradley Bradshaw. And here he goes to the inside for the race lead. Troxel to the point as they come to finish lap 21.
Some close calls right there, and Troxel, not a guy to mess with either. A lot of drivers don't want to mess around with here in the IndyCar series. And how about the number 55 trucking to the inside of Noah Clifton? Hey, one of my good friends in the Yard community. He trucking to the inside, but was not able to quite get there. And things are getting really interesting almost halfway through the California 100. Troxel out front.
Oh boy, here comes Bruno Giacomo. Right down to the inside of Troxel, almost making it look easy. And to the race lead goes Bruno Giacomo. Of course, finished podium last week. Won the Smooth Fest over in the Wawa Cup Series. He's off to a fantastic start of the season here on the channel. And he's looking to pick up another win and a points-paying win at the Auto Club Speedway, but Noah Clifton, he's gotten down to the inside of Giacomo as well. Here comes the 38 of Logan Williams. Fitzwater's making his way back up here, so is Baranowskis. Also got the 79 of Trey Smith making his way towards the front. Kind of got a lot of comers and goers here as well. But you see Braden Perez, he's slipping back. Now he's outside the top 10. He's in 14th as they crossed the line last time by. Got a lot of battle in here as Clifton's got the race lead now as they're getting really close now to halfway.
Yeah, but Clifton already moving up the track. This allows Logan Williams to take the lead. Fitzwater already up to second. I believe it's Baranowski's now up to third. So, yeah, like I said, just have to maintain this inside line is really important. And now it's Baranowski's going up to second place already. And soon I believe she'll be in the back wheels of Logan Williams trying to take that lead. And don't look now, here comes Mr. Edge.
Whoa, Nicholas Samadillo, he's up to third, trying to get to the inside of Baranowskis for second. Dominated quite a bit of Homestead. He was the one that led the most laps. Had a really fast car. Unfortunately, couldn't get the win there, but he's looking for redemption and to get the win here at the Auto Club Speedway. He is finally going to get to the inside of Baranowskis as he slips up a little bit in turn 2. And Samadillo's up to second. Could he potentially have anything for the 38 of Logan Williams as they go into 3 and 4? He is going to have something for Logan Williams. And Nicholas Samadillo powers his way to the race lead as they come to complete halfway home.
Samadillo to the point.
Oh boy.
And this could get interesting. Lap traffic and Gutierrez, I believe, in that machine might cause some problems here. Samadillo out front. Clifton in second in the 55 to 73 of Chris Mills in third. And here we go, this could get interesting.
Ooh boy. Oh. Clifton right around the outside. He's gonna take the race lead from Samadillo and clear Angel Gutierrez. Looks like Gutierrez now gonna get put up on the outside. That's gonna hold up Nicholas Samadillo, unfortunately. Got a little bit of 3-wide action back here. Ace Garcia, your pick, Nathan. He's moving his way to the front now. He's side by side with Brennan Wilmington, and yeah, that's going to hold up Nicholas Samadillo, who's barely going to squeeze between Gutierrez and Nathan Norman. That's Nathan Norman's car. Bruno Giacomo. And Angel Gutierrez causing a few problems for these guys, but look at this. Logan Williams, he was just in the lead a couple laps ago. They cross the line. He's going to cross in 14th place. And behind these guys, the field is really spread out here. There's last week's winner, Bradley Bradshaw, not having a good run, 26th. Last car on the lead lap. That's not what Bradshaw wanted, I'm sure. That's definitely going to hurt him in the points. But looking back up front, still Noah Clifton in the 55, now opening up a little bit of a gap now to second place. That's the 25. Or no, that's not second. Second's the 27 of Garcia. Smith Jr. in the 25 is in third. Perez is in fourth. And right now, Chris Reynolds in the 73 rounds out your top 5.
Yeah, impressive gap that Clifton opened up, probably with the help, quote unquote, of Angel Gutierrez. So, honestly, Noah Clifton might be in a great position to maybe win this race, but he shot up the
Caution's
track
out on the
in here.
racetrack once again.
Oh,
And Ace Garcia barely got
Ace
Clifton at the
Garcia.
line. How about that? I think it might have been Logan Williams who brought out the caution. And maybe Brennan Wilmington. Oh, no.
oh, brother.
Did we have teammates potentially get together here? Under our second caution of the night here, and I would imagine that everyone will probably come in this time because they should be able to make it to the end from here. And yep, it looks like everyone's realizing that, and everybody is going to follow the leader into pit lane. Yeah, tough break for both the American Motorsports cars. Logan Williams and Brendan Wilmington both are actually running up towards the front for their fair share of time. And now they've probably got their work cut out for them for the remainder of this race. But as the field comes down pit lane, being led by the number 27 of Ace Garcia. Have to see if anything potentially shakes up under this pit cycle. Looks like most everybody taking tires and probably filling that thing up with fuel. Oh boy, Chris Reynolds might get it here. Coming off the pit lane, it's going to be, I think, Chris Reynolds is going to beat the 27 off of the pit lane. Nicholas Samadillo is going to come off in third. Clifton fourth. Landon Smith Jr. is going to round out your top 5. It's Perez, Kinghart, Parton, Abel, and John Stewart. It's going to be your first 10 off of the pit lane. Yeah, that caution is going to eliminate the need for any green flag pit stops. And did Thomas Troxel stay out?
Oh,
Looks like it.
This might be an interesting strategy call here. I think Troxel might have stayed out on the racetrack under that caution. Either that or he had a very, very quick pit stop, probably just fuel only or something. This is going to make things interesting, because if this race does go green all the way, if he didn't pit, he's not going to make it to the end unless we have another caution. So this is going to make things really interesting, but we'll go and take a look real quick at what brought us under our second caution of the evening, and we'll get y'all back to the racing action here at the California 100 at the Auto Club Speedway. Well, this is unfortunately going to be a little bit of an awkward meeting back in the team hauler, as Logan Williams is going to slip right up the racetrack, right into his teammate, Brennan Wilmington, and that is going to spin both cars into the outside wall. And you can see here Zachary Fitzwater, just barely misses the 38 of Logan Williams. But a very, very unfortunate break for these two. They could maybe potentially get their cars fixed up and back out there. But now they're definitely going to have their work cut out for them here in the California 100. But let's take one more quick look at full speed, and we'll get y'all back to the racing action here at the Auto Club Speedway.
So yeah, Logan Williams trying to gain his teammate's position, but just shot up the track, both of them together, and then Fitz, it couldn't been any more closer to that. But yeah, bad day in the American Motorsports office with both drivers crashing themselves out. Hopefully, no civil war this time between them, but hey, still got a long race to go. They might get themselves up to the front once again. Might still have a shot even with the damage, but we just gotta wait and see what we still have in store for this last 20 laps to go, which we still have.
Still got a decent amount of ways to go, and hopefully not too much damage on these cars, so hopefully they won't be too far off the pace. Have to see what they can do here on the restart here at the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. Welcome back to the Auto Club Speedway, wrapping up our second caution of the evening. And it's not going to take anybody out of the race, but that's really going to cause Logan Williams and Bruton Wilmington, they're going to have a lot of work cut out for them if they want to try to get back into this race. But Thomas Troxel, with some interesting strategy, is going to be your race leader coming back to the line. And the rest of your top five is going to be Chris Reynolds in the 73, Ace Garcia, Nicholas Samadillo, and Noah Clifton is going to round out your top five. Pace car pulls into the pit lane, and Thomas Troxel is going to lead the field to green with 16 laps to go here in the California 100. Green flag back in the air. And already, here comes the 73. Chris Reynolds looking on the inside of Troxel. He's going to take that race lead away. Troxel stuck up on the outside. Here comes the 27, Ace Garcia. Both of your all's picks running up here in the top three. So I definitely think you all made some solid picks here tonight. Both these two might be, honestly, they might be race-winning cars. Just have to see how things go. But yeah, you can see Thomas Troxel losing a bunch of time there on the outside. Getting passed by all these guys. Now Kinghart, Aaron Abel. And now Noah Clifton in the 55.
Yeah, great restart by Chris Reynolds. Clearly he has a lot of pace, but so do both Ace Garcia and Nicholas Amarillo. Ace Garcia already looking to take the lead. But again, I'm not sure what was the strategy at the Ronnie Racing to maybe just do a splash with Troxel to let him
and he's coming into the pits.
And he pits. I don't understand the strategy at all. But hey, they made the choice, and now they're going to have to deal with the consequences. But at least Nicolas Amarillo to the lead or not, because here comes Brayden Perez.
Brayden Perez looking to get back up to the race lead, but yeah, unfortunate there for Thomas Troxel. I don't really know what the strategy call was or what they were expecting, but yeah, that definitely is going to cost Thomas Troxel a shot at the win. But for the race lead, here comes the number 5, Brayden Perez, back down to the inside. He's going to lead at the stripe, and he's going to clear Samadillo for the lead as they go back into 1 and 2. How about this? Landon Smith Jr. to the inside, but Clifton makes it 3 wide almost for second. He's going to power pass Smith Jr. and Samadillo. Clifton back up to second. Got Aaron Abel trying to get by Ace Garcia. Garcia went way up the racetrack there. And that might cost him another spot there to Christian Vargas. But up here, Landon Smith Jr. up to second. Aaron Abel up to third. And now Samadillo side by side with Brayden Perez for fourth.
How about some of these new drivers up front? Like the number 97 of Abel back up towards the front. The 25 of Lance Smith Jr. plus Mr. Edge Nicholas Samadillo all up front with almost 10 laps to go here at Auto Club. And Abel, oh my goodness. That was a little bit close on that exit right there. Abel and Edge trying to chase down Clifton.
Boy, Aaron Abel's got a pretty good run here. Abel's gonna try to get the. Oh,
Oh
Abel just
boy.
barely gets the inside there of Noah Clifton. And they're gonna be side by side. Never mind, Aaron Abel got a good run there, and Abel's clear for the race lead. Here comes Nicholas Samadillo trying to take second and back away. And he's gonna go for more. He's gonna go for the race lead now on the 97 of Aaron Abel. 10 laps to go, this time by here from Auto Club.
Man, amazing battle. Somebody trying to get to the lead.
Whoa, Aaron
He's
Abel
jacked up.
on the outside. How about that?
Ooh. What a move by our poster. Jesus, what a move. But it's just been impressive, and this move was oh my gosh.
Abel Lawson laned 1 and 2. I can say that because I'm a Lawson fan. But here comes. Who is this?
Christian Vargas in the double zero.
Vargas. Here we go. Vargas, a lot of experience to the lead, but Abel's going to Lawson lane again.
Again?
Aaron Abel's, he's found something on that outside, and he's making it work very well.
If he does that, at least he might win this thing, because he has found something, like he said, in 1 and 2 on the outside lane. He's going to try it in 3 and 4. Not quite as good
that's
in 3 and
not
4.
going to work. Here comes the 55. Once again, Noah Clifton. Vargas right behind him. Chris Reynolds in the 73 back up here. Have to see if Abel could potentially make it work. Oh, hard crash!
Gosh, huge hit.
Ace Garcia, Landon Smith Jr. hard into the outside wall.
Big time crash in 1 and 2.
Right.
Wow.
And second week in a row, Landon Smith Jr. gets taken out in an accident. And that was a hard shot into the outside wall for both of those guys. Chris Reynolds is going to lead the field back to the line, and we should get a restart in this race. But have to see if will anyone elect to come down the pit lane.
Maybe for some tires, but I don't think you would. It's only gonna be maybe a 4 or 5 lap dash, if not maybe 3. So I don't think so. If it was a little bit longer, maybe gamble and try it, but it's gonna be a sprint to the finish. So I doubt anyone would pit.
Yeah, I agree with Nathan. It's not a great move, in my opinion, to pit. And looks like everyone will say out anyways, but like I was going to say before everything happened, as we get into the end of the races, drivers are getting edgier and edgier, and probably an aggressive move by either one of them caused this big crash between Landon Smith Jr. and Ace Garcia, which is one of the hardest hits I ever seen in NR. Thankfully, it's just a video game, because if that's real life, man, we might have gotten an injured driver.
Yeah, definitely glad that this is a video game and everyone is alright. But yeah, that was a hard shot to the outside wall for Ace Garcia and Landon Smith Jr. It's getting towards the end of the race. Everyone's antsy. We saw a lot of daring moves and close calls for those last couple laps, and unfortunately, looks like Ace Garcia and Landon Smith Jr. might have gotten a little bit too close here at the Auto Club Speedway. But we'll go take a look at what brought us under our third caution of the evening, and we'll get you back to your finish, potentially, here at the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. Well, it's late in the going, everyone's getting antsy, going for bold moves, but Landon Smith Jr. might have gotten too bold with this one as he sends it down the inside, gets into the 27 of Ace Garcia, and an absolute titanic shot for both of them into the outside wall. luckily this is a video game, so they are both fine. Apart from probably being disappointed in the fact that happened to the both of them, but yeah, real unfortunate for these two, especially with it happening this late in the going. But this is probably going to set us up with probably about a 3 to go restart here at the Auto Club Speedway, so really going to make things interesting here as we go back to green. But let's take a look at one more look full speed, and we'll get you all to your restart and your finish here from the California 100 at the Auto Club Speedway.
Well, unfortunately, I jinxed my pick due to my Ace Garcia and Williams hard into the outside wall. And 1 and 2 probably the biggest hit of the night for Ace Garcia and Logan Williams. Tough wait. Luckily, only 2 cars involved. Logan Williams is going to try to drive away. Ace Garcia not so much. A tough wait. 3rd caution of the night. 4th crash of the night in a wild California 100.
This has definitely been a wild one to say the least, but we're not quite done yet. We're going to restart with 3 laps to go. Have to see if Chris Reynolds can hang on, or we'll have to see if somebody will challenge him for this race win. But we'll get y'all back to your live picture, and we'll get this race back going here at the California 100 from the Auto Club Speedway. Welcome back to the California 100 at the Auto Club Speedway, wrapping up our 3rd caution of the night. A hard shot to the outside wall, and that's going to take out Landon Smith Jr. and Ace Garcia. Definitely a tough way to end their night, especially so late in the going. But sometimes just stuff like that happens once everyone gets antsy towards the end of the race. But coming back to the line, it's going to be a 3-lap shootout to determine the winner of this race. But your top 5 heading back to the restart is going to be Chris Reynolds in the 73, Christian Vargas, Noah Clifton, Aaron Abel, and Nicholas Samadio. Chris Reynolds is going to lead the field to the green. We are back racing. 3 to go here in the California 100.
Massive jump from Reynolds. I don't know if he wants to have that big of a gap, as Abel's going to get stuck up top. That's not what I want to see as a team up, but here comes Mr. Edge. Nicholas Samadio up to 3rd. He has to pass 2 more cars in 2.5 laps. Can he do it?
I think if anyone's capable of that, it's definitely Mr. Edge, as he's going to take 2nd away here from the 00 Christian Vargas. Coming to 2 laps to go here. Chris Reynolds has a pretty good gap, but like you said, I don't think that's what he's going to want, especially with this being a pretty draft-dependent track. Noah Clifton's going to settle into 3rd. Oh, Aaron Abel just barely squeaks to the inside of Olvera. Clifton slid up a lot there, though. That's going to allow Olvera to 3rd, and Aaron Abel's going to slot behind in 4th.
Yeah, we're coming to the white flag, and Chris Reynolds just opened that gap, and Angel Olvera just takes 2nd, Aaron Abel up to 3rd. Nicholas Simmons is stuck on the outside. Honestly, if Chris Reynolds can maintain this good distance from Olvera, he will most likely win this race, but hey, still got a whole lap to go.
White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go here from California. And Chris Reynolds, he's just got to hold on for 2 more corners. Where on earth did Zachary Fitzwater come from? He's looking to snatch a podium here. Through 3 and 4, Chris Reynolds, he's going to be able to hook the bottom. Fitzwater, though, he's got a bit of a run. Is he going to get to the inside of Reynolds? He is. Here comes Zachary Fitzwater. Side to the line, it's going to be Fitzwater. Got it. By 4 1/1000ths of a second, Zachary Fitzwater.
I don't know where Fitzy came from. I think he was at least 4th on that final lap. And he gained, I believe, 3 spots in 1 lap.
Oh my goodness. Zachary Fitzwater just wiped that one away from Chris Reynolds in the 73. wasn't just a last lap pass, it was a last second pass. Oh my goodness.
This will be the close finish of the year. Guarantee that after. Wow, I do not see Fitzwater winning this race after the restart, and this guy just shows up out of nowhere and wins this race. It is the most legendary driver in NR 2003 for a reason. It is Zachary Fitzwater.
Like I think I've said a couple times, if he isn't just a veteran of NR, he is the veteran of offline NR racing. Zachary Fitzwater is going to nab the win here in the California 100. And that is going to break the tie between him and Nicholas Samadillo. And Fitzwater will officially become the winningest driver as of now in Haas IndyCar Series history. But, oh boy, taking a look at your finishing results, Zachary Fitzwater gets the win here in the California 100. Chris Reynolds, a valiant effort, oh so close, going to come home in P2. Still a great run, though, for him. Max Anderson's going to come home third. That's going to round out your podium places. Looking further on down the field, Angel Oliveira is going to come home fourth. Tanner Parton rounds out your top five. And then you've got John Andrews, Justin Zidell, Aaron Abel, Dylan Matthews, and Avery Alford is going to round out your top 10. But Nathan, Igor, final thoughts. What did you all think about this year's California 100?
Well, I don't know where Fitzy was before that restart, but Fitzy, he is, well, I call him the god of NR 2003 for a reason. He popped up out of nowhere, took second, and then took first at the very last second. Fitzy, he's a legend for a reason, and he unfortunately stole it from Chris Reynolds, so I thought I had it in the bag, but what a race here at Auto Club.
Yeah, I gotta say the same, and just shows why Auto Club was an amazing track. Sadly, it's been torn down in real life, but hey, we still gotta enjoy here in NR. And man, like Nathan said, where did Fitzy come from? Where he was in the last restart, just stormed through the field, got this win by 4,000ths of a second, which it's nothing if you think about it. So sad for Chris Reynolds, he couldn't close it out, but hey, you're battling against Zachary Fitzwater. This is sometimes bound to happen. And like I said previously, what an amazing race we had, and this track is just amazing. Sadly, not anymore in real life, but hey, we're still enjoying here in the Haas IndyCar Series.
For sure, this race definitely proves it. While the Auto Club Oval might not be gone, it certainly lives here in NR 2003, and especially here in the Haas IndyCar Series. But next race will be the In-N-Out Indy California at the Riverside Raceway. That'll be going up on February 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope to see you all there. But once again, congratulations to Zachary Fitzwater. Huge thanks to Nathan Stapleton and Igor Barreto for joining me up here in the booth. And I will see you all in Riverside. Y'all take care and have a good one. Here are your point standings after race number 2 on the season.